absolutely nobody with perkier puppies than me at my own wedding. Oh, you think you're better than me because you have nicely placed yiddies than me? No, you don't! Not at my wedding. Not at my wedding. By no circumstances do I want to see people having fun. Don't even think about taking away my spotlight with your funny jokes. I don't remember inviting Shane Gillis to my wedding. Weddings are a funny thing to me as people create so many unrealistic standards and hideous rules for their wedding guests, such as having a wedding halfway across the world, expecting guests to travel over thousands of miles in this economy as if, or making people purposefully uglify themselves so that fellow wedding guests aren't darting their eyes anywhere else other than the bride and groom to be. Well, mostly the bride because nobody cares about the groom. Some of the wedding rules over on TikTok go as far as to requiring each and every single wedding guest to run a 5-kilometer marathon on the morning of the ceremony to see who can beat the bride. I mean, there's certainly niche, underground, unconventional rules people have for their weddings. But hey, at least I'll be burning a ton of calories before the copious amounts of alcohol that will be consumed. Which way to the wine? 7 controversial things in our 2026 wedding. 2026? It feels like Thrasher, Flame Tease, XXX Tentacion, and Cut Creases were yesterday. Let me guess, this person hates their wedding guests and only wants themselves to have fun because it's their wedding day, guys. Man, I could be getting on the slaps, alright, but I'm wasting my time to be here at your ass wedding. But once again, I'm yapping too much. What could be so controversial about your wedding, Stace? Did not allow guests to request music. This is not a prom, this is a wedding. Hey, so 2026 hasn't happened yet? What do you mean did? I don't know about you guys, but I really am not ready to graduate to another year just yet. Time, stop, you're going too fast. Yesterday I was 19, I'm 24. Prom isn't the only circumstance in which people would request music to be played. It'd be one thing if you had a guest attending and they had completely just the opposite taste in music to you. You're over there with Bayfie, dancing it up, having a lovely fun time to Jason Mraz. And here walks in Jeremy, requests Dying Fetus, and suddenly open up your mind and see, I know, like, why am I a YouTuber and not in a fucking band? A bit uncouth. I could see maybe why you wouldn't want music requests. However, I don't think it's reasonable to not have any music requests from guests, as your wedding is a day that people have gone out of their way for to be there for you, and people can't play one cute little song? I don't know, guys. I've never been so much of a fan of this rule because one day I'm definitely gonna get married to my partner, okay? But that's years away. Marriage is not at the forefront of my mind just yet. I'm only 24. Calm it down, calm it down. I don't even got kids, so it doesn't really matter. I would want music requests at my wedding because it would make it even more of a memorable night. It gives my house my rules. My wedding, my rules. No music requests. This isn't prom. Bro, then why are you requiring all of the guests to show up in literal prom attire? Like, make it make sense. What's one silly request gonna do to your wedding? I feel like some people make their weddings as boring as possible so that it's aesthetically pleasing as possible. Dude, this is the one time that you're getting married. Or so you should hope for. Did not have any memorial tables and chairs for deceased family members. We both find memorial tables morbid, so instead, we played their favorite songs during the ceremony seating and walking down. Wait, I thought this was a wedding, not a prom, but the dead get a song request? Nah, too soon, Caitlin. Shut the up. A lot of people in the comments of this TikTok were not taking it well with this particular rule because it sounds like they hate their dead family members. Sometimes I really hate TikTok, guys, because you could say, whilst I shower, I would prefer that nobody come into the bathroom whilst I am showering because I am butt naked. And people over on TikTok will take that as, so you're not body positive. So you're not positive. No. My holes are out, bar. Don't, and I'm wet too, so not in that way. Oh my God, just shut up, Caitlin! I don't hate this rule whatsoever because it could be quite confronting for guests and the people who are getting married to have death at the forefront of their minds. I haven't been to many weddings, but the ones that I have been to, there has been a reserved, dedicated sort of chair for a deceased family member. It's always such a tearjerker, man, and as someone who literally cries at anything these days, I swear, got off antidepressants and now I just cry at anything. It doesn't matter. You know, some people can find that to be way too emotional, such as the people who are getting married. Like, it is really unfortunate that the deceased family members do not get to experience this major life event. Did not let guests enter the ceremony if they were late. No guests were late. But if they were, they would have been told to wait to enter cocktail hour. I do wonder who this rule does apply to, though. Like, imagine your mum is late to the ceremony because she had to push out your fat head, and unfortunately, with pushing out your fat head, she has a weak bladder and she really needed to get that out to watch the ceremony, and you're just like, nah, mum, I don't care. Fuck you, mum, you should have been on time. I don't care that you have bladder issues because of my fat head that was taking out your ussy. Like, damn, have some respect. It's not that serious. I think the whole if they're late they don't care mindset is a bit silly, considering there are always a plethora of reasons as to why somebody would be late to the ceremony, because it's not something that people just want to opt in for. You look like an actual cunt. But hey, I don't want to play too much of a devil's advocate here in this video today. Something that I will point out is that some people make being late their entire personality. And no, it is not time blindness. It is just being a selfish prick. That's what it comes down to. I know you can manage your time better, Judy, but you chose to rock up because you started wine drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I take any excuse to drink as well, Jude. The kids have finally sat down and are quiet, and now you've just rocked up late, and now the kids are distracted and crying and moving around and making noise. Like, nah. Shots were not allowed. A venue rule, but if it wasn't, we would have asked for it to be poured anyways. Does that venue happen to be Weenie Hut Jr. by chance? New one for private vows. We chose to keep them private so the words felt even more sacred. Then what the fuck is the point of your wedding, bro? I thought the whole wedding thing was to announce your vows in front of witnesses so that you can't go back on them later. Like, actually, no. I never said through sickness and health. And here you are arguing with your husband because he did literally say that, but it was in private. No one heard it. And now his mates can say, well, we didn't hear him say through sickness and health. So yes, he can actually leave you because you've got cancer now, Rebecca. I genuinely cannot stand people like this that need to do everything in private so that it feels more sacred. Then why waste tens of thousands of dollars on a wedding if you're just going to do everything private? What? If these kinds of people really cared about their privacy, they wouldn't have had the wedding, period. Witnessing vows is kind of like the #1 thing when it comes to going to a wedding. Only had 2 entree options: filet, pesto crusted salmon. Most couples choose 3 and 1 is always chicken. We decided against it. Awesome, bruh. What if I can't have fish? Fish is one of the most popular things that people have an allergy towards. It's your wedding and you're allowed to pull whatever rules you want from your ass. But if I'm going out of my way to attend to your wedding, drive thousands of kilometers out of state to be in the middle of nowhere at a barn just plopped in the middle of a field that goes for thousands of kilometers. There's no other food around. I've purchased an outfit because you have a fucking annoying dress code. I've done this, that, and the third. And then you want to give me only one option? Nah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk up to that registry, take my wedding gift back, sell it at cash converters, and call it a day. We're not friends anymore. Most couples who are getting married usually have multiple entree options because they love and appreciate their wedding guests. This is all just feeling like a pissing fest right now, and you're the only one pissing. Okay. We are officially not friends anymore, love. Had a private cake cutting. We did not announce our cake cutting and only did it in private with our parents. Here we go with the privacy again. If you are keeping key points of a wedding private, then why the did you even have the wedding to begin with? You can't just hide the vows and the cake cutting too. Whole lot of nothing going on at this wedding. This wedding must have been so shit and boring. I don't care. I don't even care if the person who made these rules see this. I don't think I've ever heard people doing this kind of stuff in private. Like, what actually happened at the wedding then? Were we just popcorn reading or some shit? Like,
hi everyone, we're going to be doing controversial things I'm doing at my wedding since apparently all of TikTok is already upset that I'm requiring all my guests to wear black.
Oh, I love this rule. Why is TikTok being goth phobic right now? Like, this is one of the very few videos that I'm actually wearing color. I would love going to somebody's wedding and the dress code being black. What do you mean? I have like so many black. I have so much black. Black. I can just black it up with anything. Hell yeah.
Next, females must have their hair up. I'm gonna have my hair down. I'm trying to stand out. No copying me.
Oh, love. You lost me. You really lost me with this one. Females. Are we still using the word female in the big 2025? I don't know about you, but I feel fucking hideous with a ponytail. I promise you, nobody is going to outshine you on your wedding day having their hair down. Like, this is just such a weird thing to require guests to do. And I don't like her usage of females here because I just know if she had some like metalhead hippie kind of cousin that rocked up with long hair, he wouldn't be required to put it up now, would he? Because he's not a female. And it's funny too because a lot of metalhead guys just be having it like that. I don't understand. I watched Heavy Trip a couple of years ago. I am still yet to watch the sequel. Honestly, such a good movie. Highly recommend. It is in Finnish, so you will have to put some subtitles on. My hair could absolutely never compare. Like, these dudes' hair looks so luscious. But where I draw the line with these kinds of wedding rules is policing how somebody should have their hair. Sometimes I feel like you wedding havers love to go on power trips because it really does give my house, my rules, my wedding. You have to put your hair up so that you don't upstage me. Hairdos and hairstyles at weddings really just don't matter to me. As long as people aren't rocking up in a wedding dress to try and upstage the bride, I don't really see that there is much of a problem. What exactly are you supposed to do if you're rocking a Karen cut? That would be a task and a half to try and put up because it's hair down, guys. She has to put her hair up. Female.
Next, guests must submit their outfit at the time of RSVP. This is because I'm looking out for my guests. I'm making sure that they're following the dress code and no one's copying each other's outfits. You're welcome.
Unless you have friends that all shop at the same joint and they're all gonna get their outfits from Shein, I fear that this is just another excuse to police the way people are going to look at your wedding. I really can't stand people who try to control the way other people look as they're doing this to control how good the pictures come out. I can't imagine forfeiting comfort just to have a fucking good photo. It's one thing to not want people to show up wearing white dresses, as it's sort of this unwritten social code that you don't wear white to a bride's wedding because you don't want to upstage the bride. But in this woman's case, she's wearing black. Everybody else is wearing black. So what exactly is the point burdening your guests with even more of a task impressing you with what outfit they're going to wear? Guys, this isn't about people copying each other. I mean, there is only so much different that you can do with black. I promise you this. Once you upload those photos to Instagram, nobody is going to care after a couple of hours. Like, I've never gone onto Instagram and been like, oh my God, these wedding pictures are the best. I don't care. I don't care. They're just pictures. When it comes to my wedding, dress code is anything you want, jorts and all. I actually don't give a fuck. My wedding is not a fashion runway, and it is especially not a photo shoot for Instagram.
Next, no pearl jewelry. I'm wearing pearl jewelry. Come on, guys. Next, no heels if they're taller than me. So if a girl's taller than me, I'm sorry. Flats, sorry.
Bruh, what if I just am taller than you? What then? Cause flats aren't gonna save ya, they're just gonna make me taller. So do I have to show up barefooted because I'm taller than you? I guess you're gonna have to pack a hacksaw for the wedding to shorten me a little bit so that I don't steal your tall girl shine or whatever the
Next, no red lipstick. That explains itself. Next, no strapless dresses. Again, we are not copying me. It's my day. Thank you. Next, all accessories must be yellow gold.
Black, yellow, and gold? Are we trying to be a Wiz Khalifa song? No. Bro just wants everyone to look like Barry B. Benson at the wedding. My jokes aren't hitting, are they? I know. Shut up, Galen! Fuck my big, stupid Chungus life! No, but actually get if you think you can tell me down to what jewelry I'm supposed to wear to your wedding. I have this ring that my partner bought me for my birthday. It is silver. What am I supposed to do about that? I'm not taking it off for you. Sorry. Fuck your wedding and fuck you too. I just can't stand people like this, right? Because they want you to not only go out of your way and do X, Y, Z, but to also go out and spend unnecessary money and waste resources on something that you are never gonna wear again because you don't like it. I am a silver girl, okay? Trust me, I look atrocious with gold. I can't stand it. I'm already quite pale, so it just washes out my skin even more. Nah. Weddings are a really strange way for people to show just how insufferable they are. As I spoke about in today's video, I obviously want to marry my partner someday. However, I'm only 24, so that is yonks away. But seeing some of these wedding rules in this video today makes me think that I'm just an extremely chill person. I don't care what music is playing. So long as there's no like Taylor Swift or Ed Sheeran, I think we're cracking. I don't care how you wear your hair. I don't care what clothes you show up in. I don't care about you upstaging me because not only could you never upstage me at my own wedding, why would I care if a friend shows up and she looks better than me on that day? I would honestly hope that you would want to look as cunty as possible on my day. It shows that you really give a fuck about me. But with all that said, everybody, thank you for your stay at Yappersville today. We finally got out all of the orders for the US as of last week, so your package should be showing up soon if you are a US customer. There are still some logo tees left. I think there's literally only like 2. I seriously can't believe that we've sold out most of this run. And there are still some graphic hoodies available. It is getting colder in the US, so I would just like to put that out there. It is a very heavy and thick hoodie. I just want to warn you guys because I know that when people see YouTubers release merch, they're like, it's gotta be paper thin, it's gotta be Shein. No. I really invested in great quality. You can find measurements and the materials and all of that over on dramaqueen.myshopify.com. Anyone in the audience getting married soon? If so, do you have any rules that are kind of like controversial or unconventional? Let me know down in the comments section below. I would love to see if you have any rules that I would hate. I'm just joshing ya. Take care of yourselves and most of all, love your fucking selves.